Number 20 is second base, Ava Tess. Number 14, right field, Kaden Nelson. Number 15, left fielder, Rylan Mayak. Sub for the night. Number 33, Emma Van Orden. And number 13, Peyton Mance.
And welcome everybody for our live coverage here on this glorious Monday afternoon here coming from Spud Field at the WIAA Complex here in Plover, just a few miles outside of Stevens Point for this conference matchup between the Central Wisconsin South foes of the Lady Wild Rose Wildcats and the Pacelli Cardinals. Good afternoon, Brendan Retzloff right here with you guys today for our coverage here on Zaleski Sports. The pitching matchup for today's game, Amelia Martini against Lily Lucchini. And Martini, she in her last game ended up going perfect against Port Edwards in her 5 innings pitched. To begin this day, it's a swing and a miss for Callie Havelitz for the Wildcats. Pachelli this season 10-1, suffered their very first loss of 2024 on Saturday against the Assumption Royals in a great defensive game. 3-1 was the final score of that one. Pachelli ended up going 1 for 2 in their doubleheader. Their first game they played was against the Laconia Spartans, ended up winning that one 5-0 over in Rosendale. Wild Rose, on the other hand, 4-5 this season, 2-3 in the Central Wisconsin South. And a swing and a miss and down on strikes for the first retired batter of the game for Amelia Martini. And let's go back here to Martini's last game where, like I said, she ended up going perfect. She was 1 pitch off from an immaculate inning. 5 innings pitched, no hits, no walks, 12 strikeouts in the 5 innings pitched in Pachelli's 10-0 win against Port Edwards on the very windy and cold Friday. 1-2 is the count with 1 away. Allison Henschel at the plate here for the Wildcats. Martini just continues to get better and better on the mound, and this pitch hitting the inside part of the zone for a strikeout. Going back to back is number 18. So starting lineups here in this one will go through Wild Rose's batting order. Callie Havelitz batting first, Allison Henschel second, Lily Lucchini batting third, Abby McCardle fourth, Caitlin Harley Little batting fifth, Devana Lund batting sixth, Addie Smichael batting seventh, Ellie Butzin batting eighth, and then Kiva Kingston batting in the designated spot of the order. Swing and a miss. Pachelli's fielding looking practically the same as per usual. Catching for Martini, it's Kaylin Yenter over at first base. Hannah Trzynski playing second. Ava Test playing over at third. Maddie Pionik. Then at shortstop, Kelsey Giese. Then in right field or left field, it's Rylan Mayak. In center field, Katie Elka, and right field, Kaden Nelson. One and two, the count with 2 away. And a swing and a miss. Down goes the side for Amelia Martini as she's continuing to be dominant on the mound. Coming up next here in the bottom of the first, Maddie Piana, Katie Elka, Hannah Trzynski, top of the order for the Cardinals. We'll be right back on Zaleski Sports.
When it comes to vehicle maintenance and repairs, Stevens Point knows you can always put your trust in Auto Select. Keeping up with vehicle maintenance is often an inconvenience, but with locations on Highway 10 East and Church Street in Plover, Auto Select will have you back on the road in no time. Enjoy their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty, along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. Quality, dependable, automotive care experts you can trust. In Stevens Point and Plover, at Auto Select, you're good to go.
Rocky Rococo.
My pizza!
Pizza, hands down pizza.
I love it!
Cheese sauce, toppings and spices.
You'll love it too!
Rocky Rococo. Whole pie or slices. Hot, thick, chewy, crunchy, saucy. Rocky Rococo. Pizza. Rocky Rococo.
And welcome back, everybody. Today's game is presented by Auto Select, Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires. Complete auto repair services with locations on Church Street and on Highway 10 East. No matter your automotive needs, look to Auto Select, and you're good to go. We thank our game day sponsors, Lee Ayers Jewelers, Blinds and Designs by Kelly, Point Insurance, and Premier Auto. And today's game is sponsored by Mutual of Wausau. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. So, Lily Lucchini taking on the mound for the Lady Cats. First batter at the plate for the Cardinals, Maddie Pionic, the freshman. Matt Havlovitz and Ann Molsky coaches here in today's matchup. This ball popped up into the air. Lucchini just gets right under it for the first out.
Pachelli, number 5, Katie Ilka.
So Lucchini gets through the first batter with these, only 2 pitches. Now it's Katie Ilka's turn here. And she also pops it up. And this one's going to get called off by the shortstop, Allison Henschel, for out number 2.
Up next, number 11, Hannah Trzynski.
Pacelli being pretty aggressive, swinging the bats already. Hasn't worked yet. This pitch down into the dirt and gets away. So it's Pionic, Elka, Trzynski, Kaylin Yunter batting 4th, Kelsey Giese batting 5th, Amelia Martini batting 6th, Ava Tess 7th, Kaden Nelson batting 8th, and Riley Mack in the 9th spot. It's a 2-0 count. Lucchini from the stretch. A change-up type of speed and tried to slide up onto it was McCardle, but she couldn't make the play, and it's going to be an infield base hit for Hannah Trzynski with 2 away. Kaylin Yunter was the lone run on Saturday in game number 2. And this pitch getting away as Trzynski will go towards second base on the ball. Hit a solo bomb out there in Rosendale in the 3-1 loss. Yunter caught some good ball on that one, and she hit it right through the very small spot of the fence where it could get to the audience. Try again. This ball popped up, called off by Harley Little for out number 3. So, a scoreless inning number 1, coming to a surprise for probably both sides, because the last time these two played in Wild Rose, it was a 19-0 Pacelli victory. But that's going to do it for 1 inning. On to inning number 2. We'll be right back here on Zaleski Sports.
If you're looking for delicious, you've found it at Rock and Roll Cafe in Stevens Point. This family-oriented 50s-themed cafe is open 7 to 3 daily with a great diverse menu of American and Mexican breakfast and lunch options. Enjoy dine-in or carry-out 7 days a week and always served quickly, fresh, with a smile. For the full menu and more about this local Stevens Point gem on Stanley Street, visit rockandroll.cafe. And now open on Saturday nights. Try the new Rock and Roll Cafe Bar and Grill on Church Street.
Customize your next apparel order with Maida Custom Apparel of Stevens Point. Visit us today for custom baseball and softball apparel. Need help with a design? We have you covered. Our highly skilled staff will turn your idea into a reality with great quality screen printing. Or choose from a variety of embroidery options today. Visit us at our physical store or online at maidacustom.com.
Welcome back, everybody. Today's game is presented by Feltz Dairy. The culture of Wisconsin is forever tied to life on the farm. Bring the family for a visit to Feltz Dairy Store in Stevens Point. Cheeses, dairy products, local meats, seasonal decor, and so much more. Feltz Dairy Store, food, family, and fun. Also by Express Employment. Express Employment Professionals has relationships with all the local businesses and job openings. Call or stop in at Express Employment to find the right career path for you. Emmy McCardle takes the plate here for Wild Rose. Wild Rose this year 2-3 in conference play, 4-5 overall. Sets the bunt, steps back on it for a called strike from Martini, so she keeps pitching well. Wild Rose in their last game, though, they did have a pretty dominant victory against Tigerton, 17-1. This ball swung up the middle, hit well, backing, tracking, and making the catch in center field right against the wall. It was Katie Elka for out number 1. And if I had a producer with me, we might have been able to get a good shot of that play. Otherwise, I can try to do my best with our camera work here. But Wild Rose coming off of a 16-run victory, so lots of momentum with their bats. And McCardle almost flew one out of here. 0-1. Drops the bunt right to Martini. Easy play. Tess was there at first.
On lane number 15, Devania.
So, I don't think so. And 2 quick outs here in the second inning. Deviana Lund coming to the plate here. Martini with a nice fastball hitting the top shelf for a strike. 1-1. Swing and a miss. She can really get that fastball going, and if she keeps it to that level with the high velocity, I mean, it's almost a pitch it's inevitable to swing and miss at it. High whiff rate. If I had the stat on the whiff rate from her pitches, I will say this, it's probably above 70%. Change up. A little bit too high on it. I believe we're at a full count. Here's the pitch. And strike three, looking right at it, was Lund. So 4 strikeouts to begin the afternoon for number 18. And we're going to head to the bottom of inning number 2 as Kelsey Giese will go ahead and take the plate for the Cardinals. We'll be right back here on Zaleski Sports.
At Nicolay Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolay Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations.
And welcome back, everybody. Bottom of the second here on Zaleski Sports. Today's game is presented by Shoot a Funeral. Shoot a Funeral Home is your local family-owned and operated funeral home committed to serving families with compassionate, individualized, and affordable funerals. Shoot a Funeral Home of Stevens Point and Plover. And by the Rock and Roll Cafe. Treat the whole family to breakfast or lunch at the Rock and Roll Cafe. Mexican and American dishes cooked to perfection daily on Stanley Street in Stevens Point. Kelsey Giese takes the plate here. Pitch down low, coming from Lucchini. This one swinging a little bit early on it. And Lucchini's pitches, as of what I've seen right now, they're pretty slow speed. So Pachelli, they just got to sit back on the pitches just a little bit longer. Two and one. Way down low. 3-1 the count now. Here's this one, and she will take a walk.
Number 18, Amelia Martini.
So, a base runner aboard. As the pitcher, Amelia Martini, will take the plate for the Cards. Martini grounds one up the middle, over to short. Play made at second, throw to first, not in time.
Up next, number 20, Ava Tess.
So, a ground outfielder's choice for Martini. And Zava Tess now goes to the plate, pitch up high, and Martini thought about running to second there. 1 ball, no strikes. Once again, a pitch a little high and outside. Ball 2. Lucchini, fastball, hits the zone. They keep looking back. They're over at first to make sure Martini doesn't run. 2-1. Swung on, hit into center field. It's fading away, and it's dropped. Runners now at first and second.
Play number 14, Hayden Nelson.
That's just a tough play to make, but with how high that ball was hit, I was thinking either the shortstop or one of the players at second or even in center field could have got to that. Kanan Nelson now, the lefty. And with this wind, too, it can just be a challenge called strike hitting the outside corner. Wind gusts going from about 15 to 30 miles per hour here today. Once again, another gale force winds kind of day on the diamond. And that's going to make almost any play that's a pop-up a difficult play. Here's the throw to first, and it's dropped. And the bases are now loaded for Rylan Mayak. And that's a play you just got to make there at first base. Would have had the easy out there with the runners at second and third. I was wondering if Harley Little is going to try to throw it over to second to get that out, or maybe try to step on the bag. This one hit up the middle for a base hit for the Cardinals, and that's going to be the first run of the ball game. So Rylan Mayak with an RBI base hit. And there's a runner interference call, so
Number 2, third baseman.
there is no run that scores. And there's now 2 outs. And that could be a costly mistake here for the Cardinals if they can't get a run on the board. This pitch into the dirt gets away. And now there's trouble. A pickle, and Pachelli ends up costing themselves at least 1 run on the board. And Wild Rose getting out of this thing. Wow. That's going to do it for the bottom of this inning. Pachelli gets through the rest of their order, but a costly runner interference doesn't give them a run on the board. Coming to the third inning. We'll be right back here on Zaleski Sports.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Hello, Wisconsin. Phelps Dairy Store in Stevens Point is your spot for family fun. Wisconsin style at the farm. Come have an ice cream or some of their daily made fresh cheese curds while observing the robotic barn milking the cows. Ask for a tour of the farm or let the kids see the cows up close. Various Wisconsin-made dairy and beef products, seasonal decor, and outdoor activities are just the start of the family fun that awaits you at the Phelps Dairy Store, just a half mile from Walmart in Stevens Point. Phelps Dairy Store, food, family, and fun.
And it is inning number 3. And Coach Ann Molsky, you'd have to assume she's pretty disappointed how the last 2 outs of the second inning went for the Cardinals. She always has that mentality. There's always a way we can get better as a team. And after that inning, for sure, there's ways to get better. And you go back to the beginning of this month, this Pachelli team ended up winning 19-0 in a short game against Wild Rose. And they're held scoreless through the first 2, but give credit to the Wildcats. Lily Lucchini pitching really well, and I think it's her slow pitches that are throwing off the batters. On Saturday, Pachelli had to deal with the pitching of Macy Vollert of Assumption, and she pitched an absolute gem. And she can pitch it pretty fast. So it's just that transition of getting used to a different pitching style. So the next time they go through the order, we'll see if they get any better with it. Looked like she wanted to drop a bunt. Went back on it. It's Addie Smeichel at the plate here. 2-2. Martini, fastball, and hit right to her for the out.
Number 24, Ellie Butzine.
Emily Butzine coming to the plate here for the Wild Rose Lady Wildcats. Martini, a fastball, beautiful. Fouled off into the backstop. Pachelli in their first 8 games of this season, their total run differential between them and opponents, a plus 122. And then in their last 2 games that they're playing, including this one, they're only, let's see if I can do math here. Six to 3. So a difference of 3 runs. This ball fouled back towards the JV game going on. But it's just astonishing. 122 runs different. Like, it's just almost unfathomable. And this team in those 8 games only allowed, now I gotta see how many runs they only allowed. Not many, I'll say that. They allowed 2 in their season opener to Adams Friendship. Then 1 the following week against WIAA Fremont. Then 1 against Winneconne. Striking out here's Buzzing. Kiva Kingston now coming to the plate with 2 away here in the 3rd. But continuing with what I'm saying, they gave 1 up to WIAA Fremont, 1 against Winneconne. And then from that week forward, they didn't give up a single run until Assumption. But only scored 5 runs against Laconia. Laconia is a Division III school. This one missed for a strike, in and out of the glove of Yenter. Has to pick it back up. They only gave up the 4 runs in all those games. Just absolute domination. Checks her bunt, even though it was a strike for strike number 2. 1-2. Martini's trying to go up with the 9 up, 9 down. Here's the pitch. This one hit right off the end of the bat. Sounded a little funky. And it is caught over there by Giese. So we're 3.5 in the books. We'll head to the bottom of the 3rd inning as we are remaining scoreless here on Zaleski Sports.
Hello, Wisconsin. Phelps Dairy Store in Stevens Point is your spot for family fun, Wisconsin style at the farm. Come have an ice cream or some of their daily made fresh cheese curds while observing the robotic barn milking the cows. Ask for a tour of the farm or let the kids see the cows up close. Various Wisconsin-made dairy and beef products, seasonal decor, and outdoor activities are just the start of the family fun that awaits you at the Feltz Dairy Store, just a half mile from Walmart in Stevens Point. Feltz Dairy Store, food, family, and fun.
The Stevens Point Brewery is a proud sponsor of local high school athletics. Experience the many refreshing flavors of Point gourmet sodas, handcrafted in small batches. Each flavor is perfected for your enjoyment, from tasty black cherry cream to the world-famous Point root beer. Every bottle is in the house.
And welcome back to our game here on Zaleski Sports. Brendan Retzloff here with you guys. Today's game is presented by Rocky Rococo's. Rocky Rococo's pan-style pizza and pasta is a Stevens Point favorite for dining, takeout, or delivery. Always supporting local and always an easy and affordable choice for your next family night out, fast food on the go, or even your next catering for a party or work function. Enjoy Rocky Rococo's in Stevens Point. And by Stop Construction is a premier builder of municipal and industrial water and wastewater treatment systems in the Midwest. Stop Construction, a 100% employee-owned company. And those numbers that I was going over in the top half of the third inning, I mean, it takes some time to process it, to think about how dominant this team was through their first, we'll just say 9 games of the year, only allowing the 5 runs. This one grounded up right off of the third base, and it is a base hit for Matty Pionic. So a good start to the bottom half of inning number 3 here for Pachelli. Elka, she is 0 for 1, flew out in the first inning. Infield pop-up. Here's the pitch. Up high, Pionic gets back to first. But also the difference a few days of weather can make here. This ball is hit sharply into center field and couldn't get the jump on it over there in center. So the runners will advance, and Katie Elke is in there with a stand-up double. It seems like they're getting familiar with the pitching style. Ellie Butzien ended up jumping on the ball way too early, and she went forward. And that ball went way behind her. This one in there for a strike. This ball popped up right over the broadcasting booth. 0-2 to Trzynski. Popped up into right field, out of play. Anything that pretty much goes to right field, it's just a guessing game from us up here. May have just discovered a solution. Trzynski, a liner over the left field glove of Lund. One runner will score, make that 2 runners score, and the Triz with a 2 RBI double. This is the Pachelli ball we're used to seeing. trying to make up for that bottom half of the second with the run interference and the base running error. This one in their first strike. This pitch is hammered foul, as that's going all the way to the other field. So these Pachelli hitters getting familiar with Lucchini's slower pitches, and Yenter pops one up, foul territory, drifting, making the play. Over in the territory was Lund for out number 1. And these hitters still a little bit early on these pitches. And Wolski throwing the ball back in, now stretching out her arm. This one in their first strike. Nice pitch from Lucchini. Runner on third base with 1 out. Geezy takes one down into the dirt. Looks like it bounced right off of the plate. One and one. Geezy, liner again. Lund on it. And this should be a sacrifice, and it indeed is 3-0 lead. So the last couple of batters, or the last few batters here for Pachelli have, hit some pretty sharp balls into the outfield. Martini, she had a fielder's choice back in the second. And you guys can just see how windy it is over here with the side net that's right here in front of our camera. Just waving around back and forth. 3 balls and no strikes. We'll see if she goes. Takes this one in there for a strike. In her head, she's thinking, nah, that's not my pitch to hit. How about this one? And she takes ball 4 down low.
Play number 20, second baseman, Eva Tess.
And that's the first walk of the ball game issued by either of these pitchers. Tess takes this one for a strike. Tess lines it right up the middle for a base hit. Martini rounds second, goes into third. Tess, the aggressive run in, she reaches second, and runners are now at second and third with 2 away.
14, right fielder, Kaden Nelson.
Ava Tess sending a bullet into center field with a stand-up double. 4 hits in the inning for the Cardinals. Nelson takes a strike. Reached on a drop ball in the last inning. 0-2. Lucchini trying to get out of this, only with the 3 allowed. Here's the pitch. And it's lined, and it drops into left field. 1 runner scores. Here comes the second. And it's a 2 RBI single from Kaden Nelson.
Number 15, left fielder.
So maybe all it took was some of the Pachelli people hearing what I had to say in the last inning for them to explode. 5 runs. This one right through Harley Little's glove. for a base hit. 6 hits on the inning.
Back plate number 2, Addy. Yeah.
Back-to-back base hits. Back to Matty Pionic. Pachelli has batted the order here in the 3rd. Pionic had a base hit and a run scored. Pionic takes it up high. On her 3rd plate appearance here in the 3rd. And 3 balls and no strikes. Trying not to load the bases here is Lucchini, and she does load the bases. This could be trouble.
Up to plate number 5, Katie Yoka.
Kanioka, she hit the double to really kick things off in this inning to set up the 2 RBIs, and now a mishandled ball, and the play is made there over at 3rd. Good awareness from Henschel, throwing it to Harley Little off that little bobble, because things can sometimes feel like the world is tumbling on you in those moments. So 5-run score here in the 3rd inning. Pachelli with 6 hits, 2 walks in the 5 runs. We'll be right back to see if Wild Rose can do anything here on Zaleski Sports.
Let your job journey begin at Express Employment Professionals. Find hundreds of employers looking for a candidate like you, all in one place at one time. And let Express Employment help connect you with your future career. With locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford, you'll find local jobs right in your community, including direct hire and evaluation to hire opportunities. Express Employment specializes in light industrial, skilled trades, professional, and office careers. Begin your job journey today with Express Employment Professionals at expresspros.com.
After a couple years of a job that doesn't fit, it's time for more money, more opportunity. That is where Mid-State Technical College comes in. Would cooking be a good fit? Try on a career in welding. Perhaps the outdoors suits you better. Or maybe helping people is a better fit. No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options, making Mid-State the perfect fit.
And welcome back, everybody. 3 innings down. Back to the top of the order here for Wild Rose. Callie Havlitz struck out in the 1st. Working on an 0-1 count is Amelia Martini. Here's the pitch. Fastball, swing and a miss. Tardy on it. 0-2 to number 2. The Lady Cats trying to get something going here, down by 5. I was trying to figure out what their uniforms were saying, and now I know what it says. Timeout taken here by Coach Havlitz. See what he wants to talk about here with the umpire. Just fixing up a spot here in the batter's box. Coach Amolsky also follows. Just trying to get his batter comfortable here in the box. Notice something abnormal. Here's the pitch. Sets the bunt. This pitch gets away. Martini, fastball, got her, missing, strike 3.
To the plate, number 23, shortstop, Allison Henschel.
Continuing to pitch great. 6 strikeouts for Amelia Martini. Allison Henschel way late on that one. Oh, 1. Henschel pops it up, and Tess calls on it for out number 2.
On the plate, number 12, with the pitcher, Lily Lucchini.
And now we got the pitcher versus pitcher matchup. Lucchini, she struck out against Martini in that first inning. Swing and a miss. Trying to retire 12 consecutive batters. And number 12 is at the plate. Swing and a miss. 0-2. As our skies are starting to get a little more gray around here. Hopefully there's no bad weather coming in. And got her looking. Strike number 3. Number 7 for Martini as she remains perfect. And if you include this game in her last game pitched, she just pitched 9 perfect innings. So some pretty impressive stuff. We're headed to the bottom of inning number 4. 5-0 lead. Pachelli trying to extend it here on Zaleski Sports.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
They, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed.
it's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
We're back for the bottom of the 4th inning. All the discussion going on between innings, between coaches and the officiating crew about the batter's box, that it's just not visible down there. So just try to establish some conversation with each other to get some things figured out between Matt and Ann. And Hannah Trzynski will come to the plate here as Lucchini, I believe, will continue her work on the mound. And yeah, we have some rain coming. Just looked at the weather. According to Apple Weather, it's a 100% chance of rain in the 6 o'clock hour. Just about 5:20. Trzynski hits one into left center field. Diving on it and making the play for out number 1. I couldn't tell if that was caught or not. Talon Lund making the diving grab for out number 1. Impressive play from Talon. Kaylin Yenter making her 3rd appearance. 0 for 2 in this game. What a grab out there, though, from Lund. She just kept ranging over towards center field. Almost looked like the play would have been made easier from the center field position. But she had to run a pretty good distance to track it. This pitch inside almost ended up hitting her. I think that's the one thing about the batter's box not being visible. These batters could probably stand right next to that plate and make that strike zone a lot harder to hit for a pitcher. 3-1 the count. This one hits the zone. Yenter hits this one early again, going towards the parking lot. She's hit a couple over in that area already. I mean, the parking lot, it's way far out there. Yenter again pops it up. Tailing Lund. Can she make another fantastic play? It's out of play into the seats behind the fence. Nice throw in there. As Molsky decides to kind of roll this one back to the ump. And Yenter again, tailing, backed up on it. Now she's going forward, and she makes out number 2. So the left fielders made both plays for both outs. And try to pull out my radar here and become a weatherman. Even though I did work with News 9, I was not a weatherman. But here on Zaleski, I think I could be. This one lined in between left and center and gets all the way to the back wall. And Kelsey Geezy is in there for a double.
Number 18.
Geezy with her first hit of the ball game. Amelia Martini, she is 1 for 2 with a fielder's choice. I don't know what the Apple weather's thinking. It's not supposed to rain until around 7. And it's not supposed to be that bad. Martini follows it back. Two and 1 the count. Lucchini's pitch up and in. And she will take a walk.
Up next, number 20, Ava Tess.
So Martini, she's got back-to-back walks now. And Ava Tess, probably the hottest hitter right now. 2 for 2 in the ball game. This pitch into the dirt. 1-0. Had a base hit in the second, had a double in the third. Maybe if she can get a triple or a home run, she'll be on cycle watch. Anytime you get a triple, you're on cycle watch, though. She hits it up high into left. All 3 outs made in left field. To conclude the 4th, a scoreless inning. Our score remains 5-0. Cardinals over the Lady Cats. We'll be right back for the 5th here on Zaleski Sports.
You want a job? You want a career? Farner Asphalt of Stevens Point is hiring. Farner Asphalt of Stevens Point needs laborers, truck drivers, and equipment operators now. Enjoy year-round benefits by calling Farner Asphalt 800-332-3360 to apply, or go to Farner Asphalt. Farner Asphalt is an equal opportunity employer including disability and veterans.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Fifth inning, 5-0. Our score. Temperatures for this game staying in the low 60s. Wind gusts 15 to 30, 5 miles per hour here. Amelia Martini looking to assure her dominance on the mound. She's pitched 9 perfect innings if you include her last game. Today's game is presented by Next Step. Next Step Prosthetics, providing prosthetics and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them today. Also by Farner Asphalt. Want to make excellent seasonal money in a short window of time this spring, summer, and fall? Joining Farner Asphalt, which is your locally owned leader in pavement contracting. Farner is the industry leader in quality service and most importantly safety. Take advantage of these excellent seasonal wages and apply today at farnerasphalt.com. One away here in the fifth. Caitlin Harley Little at the plate here now for the Lady Cats. This one catches the zone. It's a 1-1 count. Popped up. Yenter's got it easy. Number 2.
Up next, number 15, the right fielder, Daviana Lund.
Caitlin thought she was going to get away with something there. Instead, the bunt came to get her. On the pop out over to Caitlin for the easy second out here in the fifth. Fastball in there for a strike. That's one of the first balls I've seen actually drop in the outfield towards Pachelli. And it doesn't even count. Fastball again hits the zone. 1-2. Trying to make this a really quick top half. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. We got a bunch of other coverage going on too on ZaleskiSports.com. The Pachelli baseball team, I believe, is playing Wild Rose, so all Pachelli Wild Rose going on right now. You can see that on ZaleskiSports.com. Swing and a miss as Daviana Lund goes down. 8 strikeouts in the ball game. 10 perfect innings or consecutive innings for Amelia Martini. And we will take it to the bottom of inning number 5. 5-0 here on Zaleski Sports.
Buy 3 Goodyear tires and 1 is free has been extended at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Plus, get up to $200 back on 4 installed Goodyear tires when you use the Goodyear credit card. Buy 3 and 1 is free in March at Sherrill Tire and Auto. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Shuda Funeral Home in Stevens Point and Plover is your local, family-owned and operated funeral home providing families with compassionate, individualized, and affordable services when you need it most. The loss of a loved one is a difficult fact of life that Shuta Funeral Home will ensure you won't have to face alone. Shuta Funeral Home will guide you through the process from in-person visitations to creating obituaries and tributes. Pre-planning can also be a great way to ease these topics for your family. Learn more at shutafuneral.com or bring your questions and stop in.
Bottom of the fifth. If Pachelli can put up 5 runs here in this inning, they can end things and also keep building on history for Amelia Martini, because she would be pitching 2 consecutive perfect games. Although they're not complete games of 7 innings, it's still quite an accomplishment. Caden Nelson will be the first to the plate here for the Cardinals. Elevating order waiting on deck into the game for Rylan Mayak. Taking a strike here. Lucchini's only had the 1 inning of trouble, and this could be big-time trouble. Back off the top wall is Caden Nelson, almost going deep.
Number 33, left fielder,
That was about 3 or 4 inches away from getting out of here. Van Order takes one up and in. Maybe even less than 3 or 4 inches from getting out. It hit the very top of that wall. Van Order checks her swing. Nelson got halfway between second and third and scrambles her way back towards second. Van Order takes it in again. 3-0. Pachelli with a great start here to the bottom of the 5th. Lucchini's pitch up high, and that is ball number 4. 4 consecutive pitches, and it is a walk issued to Ella Van Order. Bringing on Maddie Pionic. In the 3rd inning, had the 2 plate appearances, had a base hit and a walk. That's the production she's had from the bat here today. Second pitch up high, 6 consecutive balls from Lucchini. And she's not even throwing that hard. She's got to find the zone and goes way up high. Catcher's check throw over to McCardle. Wasn't even close to the bag. 3-0. And 4-pitch walk again. Bases loaded.
Play number 5, center fielder, Katie.
Oh, how Katie would love to hit one out of here. And Coach Matt Havlitz wants to take a timeout here, maybe make that pitching change. There, 8 straight pitches of balls coming from Lily Lucchini. She hasn't issued too many walks, though, today. It's just been the 2 walks here in this inning, and I believe only 2 or 3 more in the game. But all of those were sputtered out from each other. Looks like he's letting his pitcher keep the ball. So, just a little bit of a breather here for the infield. Pachelli also discussing what they're doing. And this is the dangerous part of the batting order that you're going to deal with. So a pitching change does get made. I never saw Coach Matt Havlitz take the ball and give it to one of his players, but it is Allison Henschel who will take the mound. So all the runners on base right now, Lucchini is responsible for. So 4 innings pitched for Lily. Nine hits given up and 5 walks. Not a single strikeout.
New pitcher, number 23, Allison Henschel. Back to the plate, Katie Hill.
Once again, just imagine what's going through the minds here of the Wild Rose team, trying to keep this thing within the distance. A 1-0 pitch. Henschel's pitch once again into the dirt. Nelson staying back for the second time in a row. And Molsky is telling her to wait back there. Trust in your batter. That's what she's saying. This one in there for a strike. 2-1 the count. Elka hit a double back in the third. Swung back. Evens the count at 2-2. Hannah Trzynski on deck. The pitch. Into the dirt. Nelson's running this time, and she's going to score. And so do the runners who advance 60 feet. Elka works up the count to a full count. Henschel's pitch popped up center field, falling, and it goes right through the glove, and that is big time trouble. Budzine couldn't make the play, and Van Order will score.
11, first baseman, Hannah Trzynski.
It's a 7-0 ball game, and a home run ends this thing. Hannah Trzynski. The Triz had the 2 RBI double. One runner scores again off the wild pitch. And Matt Havlitz probably worried about the change that he just made now. We've seen 4 or 5 pitches from Henschel go into the dirt and go to the backstop. Trzynski probably wants to put an end to this one. Trzynski right down the middle for a base hit. One runner is going to score.
The plate, number 7, catcher, Keelan.
And just like that, all the runs that Lucchini was responsible for have scored. And Henschel's already given up the 1. Kaylin Yenter in this one has not had a hit yet. She would love for her first hit in this game to be the ender. This ball goes all the way back into center field, and Trzynski is going to advance to second base. Wow. Can't make any more errors right now if you're Wild Rose. 4 runs have scored on no outs for Pachelli. This one's in there for a strike. Yenter down the line, foul. About 8 or so feet, a little too far to the left from Hidden Fair territory and ending this thing. Yenter's been early on all of them. She'll take a walk.
Number 8, the shortstop, Kelsey Easy.
And Kelsey Geezy now, she has the opportunity to end it. Martini on deck, who's been perfect in this game. So maybe things could possibly line up here where either Geezy walks or gets retired somehow and Martini has the game-winning hit. That'd be storybook to how she's pitched. 2-0. Geezy with a swing and a miss. A big swing there. Had a double back in the fourth. 2-1 inside. 3-1 the count. A big hitter's count now for Kelsey. Henschel's pitch is way up high. And that is ball 4. And just like that, the winning run is now 60 feet away. Martini can end this thing. The pitch in the dirt. 3 balls away. Henschel running out of pitches. This one a little too high. And she is down to 2 more balls and this game is over. Up high, and she cannot hit the strike zone right now. 3-0. Martini hits one over into right field. The play is made, but the winning run is going to score, and Pachelli with the 10-0 W. And Amelia Martini with the sacrifice fly, and another game of perfection of 5 innings from number 18.
Please drive safely and have a good day.
$10-0, the final score in this one. So coming up next is our Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy, get your fresh cheese curds made daily. Marshfield, Curtis, or NasonvilleDairy.com. We'll be right back.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fury, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Keflatiri, Kefla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freire, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Testing. Good. All right, I'll be down there with Coach Ann Molsky in just a second here. It still looks like Matt and Ann are still in talks with each other about what was going on here in this game. I don't know if one coach thought something was unfair or what, but I will be down towards the pitcher's mound as Ann is now just about to catch up with her team. As they're running all the way out there to the scoreboard area. But Pachelli winning this game 10-0 against Wild Rose. Hopefully this will be a good enough view from our camera here as I'll make my way to the field. Once again, I don't have a producer with me, but we'll make something work. That's a good question. That's what I'm thinking. I'll take you again, Amelia. I don't know if Anne's coming here or not. She probably is. I think you've thrown 10 perfect innings now.
Really?
In a row. I think it's 10 in a row. And I checked in on the immaculate inning. You didn't. You had one pitch that was fouled off.
Really? Oh,
yeah,
close.
it was really
so
close though.
Hey.
I was telling her about her immaculate inning. It was not immaculate. It was 10 pitches. Very close. But yeah, it's just myself, so we kind of have our camera on already. But we're back in the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Brendan Retzloff, joined by Ann Molsky. Good to have you back here. It feels like it's been a while since I've got to be down here.
We got to talk after the game.
Yeah, but 10-0 final score in this one. It seems like your team, you have a few things you want to touch up on, especially those errors that occurred in the second inning and base running for you guys. What do you have to say for that was going on?
We just have to firm up some different things as we continue in the season. This is not a sprint, it's a marathon, so we have to make sure we're taking care of what we need to take care of piece by piece as we go.
For sure, and I alluded to in the second inning, your total run differential through the first 8 games compared to the last few. It seems like you guys might have heard me say something because you guys exploded right after I said that. But throughout all this entire offense, you produced about 9 hits in the ball game that I recorded, I believe, for those 10 runs. So what did it take for you guys to be able to build that momentum back?
Well, we needed to wait because they were throwing basic off speeds and change ups, and we just needed to stay comfortable in the box and pick our pitch that when she pitched us a pitch to hit, to be ready to hit and be set to go.
And along with the offense, you got a pretty darn good defense. Your pitcher, she has now had 10 perfect innings in a row. So, I mean, how do you feel for her? Like, where's the excitement level at in that?
Well, I know that she works hard at this craft, and so we're just gonna keep her going. And she pitches well. She plays outfield. She plays infield. She hits the ball. So we're just gonna keep her a well-rounded ball player.
It covers the whole 9 yards. Port Edwards coming up for you guys, I believe. And I think that's going to be at Port Edwards.
Yes,
so, I mean, you guys played against them in your perfect game that you had in that one. So what are the expectations for you guys going for that?
We just need to play Pachelli ball. There are some things that we're going to work on the next 2 days at practice. We get a couple days at practice, and we're just going to put things together.
Yeah, you guys get a couple of days off. Must be pretty nice.
Yeah, not days off, but practice.
Congrats on the win, Coach.
Thank you.
See you Thursday. And now to our highlight house play of the game. Welcome back once again, 3rd time for you, Amelia. 5 innings, 8 strikeouts, no walks. Once again, another perfect day for you. How do you maintain to keep that level of ball?
I think just like as a team, like as a whole, we always need to keep our energy up, and I know that they have my back and they can make the defensive plays behind me, so I trust them and I just pitch and fire like I know how.
And how does it feel for a coach to rile you up and give you that feeling of that excitement towards how you've been playing so far, covering almost every position, it feels like?
It feels really good. I really appreciate it, and I just got to keep working hard and keep it up.
Yeah, and then Port Edwards coming up. What are your thoughts going for that?
Just play like we have been and hit the ball and do what we know how to do.
Yeah, congratulations on the win. I'll put you in the house.
Thank you. My name's Amelia Martini, and I'm in the house. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, folks, that's going to do it for us. Brendan Retzloff here. No producer with me. Is the door up in the broadcast booth is shut. I hope it's not locked. Yeah. But from all of us here at Zaleski Sports, thanks for tuning in. Pachelli with a 10-0 win against the Wildcats of Wild Rose. We'll see you guys for a game coming up here on Thursday. Have a wonderful night.